It is my pleasure to introduce everyone here, or to welcome everyone here this evening. Thank you very much for coming in support of our candidates. There is nothing that gives me more pleasure than being in a room full of Democrats. Doesn't get any better than this. As you know, we're in for a little tussle this year, but I'm confident that with the slate of candidates that we're putting forward. I am confident that we are going to be very, very successful coming September. And now, without saying anything further, it is my pleasure to introduce and welcome, to say a few words, the next mayor of the city of Ansonia, Ed Adamowski.
Thank everybody for coming also. Thank you, Martin Flaherty, as well. You always do a good job. First, I'd like to start off by thanking two of the most important people in my life. Without them, I wouldn't be anything of what I am today. And that is my mom and dad, who have stood by everything that I've done. So, thank you. I'd also like to thank my three children. I have three beautiful girls, for those of you who do not know. They're always keeping me honest and supporting me in everything I do also. So I'd also like to thank my three children. And I'd also like to thank my fiancée, Brittany, who is going to get me through this election and keep me sane. Keep me in check. Thank you to my fiancé. And most importantly, I'd like to thank everybody that's here tonight. It means a real lot to me for all my friends to come out and support me in what I do. And I thank you all for that from the bottom of my heart. Whether I win or lose this election, it shows to me that my friends support me in everything I do, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you guys all for attending. This year we put together a really good team to go against the Cassetti administration, the current administration that's in there now. Very confident in the candidates that we have selected to run for certain awards, alderman, town and city clerk, treasurer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to introduce those people by awards. If they can, just stand up, and if everybody would, just hold their applause to the end. Some of them are not here with us tonight, but I'm just going to read off the entire names of my team. First Ward Alderman, Pete Marcinko, Brittany Shortle. Second Ward, Shane Edmonds, Chanel Terrell. Third Ward, Joe Giannetti, Denise Hunt. Fourth Ward, Anne-Marie Corporal and Flo Camilleri. Fifth Ward, Jeff Gould and Millie Rios. Sixth Ward, Anthony DeLucia and Carl Williams. Seventh Ward, Dave Knapp and Sal Hanef. Board of Education, Chris Phipps and Carmen Pitney. Sheriff, Louis Nacero, Sean Raleigh. Treasurer, Tara Kolakowski. Town and City Clerk, Beth Lynch. And myself, as of course, as your mayor candidate. The team of 2015, Adamowski for mayor. Three real quick points I just want to let, those of you that don't know, some of you what I say is repetitive, but three things that we're focusing on this campaign. The first thing is an honest and realistic budget. The administration that's in there now is portraying to the public they lowered taxes 2 times, and they're portraying to the public that everything is great in the city of Ansonia. The truth to that matter is everything is not great in the city of Ansonia. What's going to happen is when that reserve runs out, there won't be any money left, and they're not going to be able to fund that budget. So what's going to happen is your taxes are going to substantially increase. Does it look good for the time being? Yeah. Does it make a voter happy for today or tomorrow? Yeah, probably. But in a long-term sense, it's not good for the city of Ansonia. There is no real good that is going to come out of it long-term. The only way you can sustain that is if you're bringing business into the city of Ansonia, which they have not done, to match their $2 million increase in spending. So that's where it all ties together. Not only are they lowering taxes, but they increase spending over their first 2 years of almost $2 million. Anybody can understand, how do you lower my taxes when you spend $2 million than you did the year before? It's just not possible. Second thing we're going to work on is actual economic development. The only way to actually take the tax burden off the residents of the city of Ansonia is to actually increase business into the city. So we're going to work really hard on economic development. And the final thing that we're going to work on to begin with is a senior tax relief program. I talk with many, thank you, yeah. We have only one senior in here that's going to admit that today? Okay. I talk with many people in my ward and elderly people. They say to me, it's not fair. I struggle every day. I can't pay my bills, and then the taxes roll through, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my house. And I look at it in my position. If I'm 65, 70 years old, I don't want to move out of my house. I've lived there my whole life. Why would I want to lose that? That's where I want to die. And these people might not have that opportunity if they keep taxing them to death. They might have no choice but to get rid of their house because the taxes are too high. So one of the things our team's going to work on is to make a real good senior tax relief program and try to relieve some of the burden off of the seniors. Last thing I want is anybody that is interested, we are always looking in our campaign for people to help. We're going to have a very busy couple of months ahead of us. So if anybody is interested, I ask that you please contact myself or anybody else on the slate. To get involved, we're going to need helpers making phone calls if you want to help hand out literature to the wards. There's never not enough help. We could always use somebody to do something. So if anybody in the room or knows somebody that wants to get involved, please do so and have them contact, like I said, myself or any of the other candidates. Again, I want to thank you all for attending tonight, and we are going to win this election in 2015.